Welcome back. Today we are tackling a very interesting algorithmic problem called Continuous Subarray Sum. This problem is a fantastic way to understand how mathematics can be used to optimize code logic, specifically utilizing the Remainder Theorem. Let's first understand the problem statement. We are given an integer array called nums and a specific integer, k. Our task is to find out if there exists a continuous subarray of size at least 2, such that the sum of all elements in that subarray is a multiple of k. In simpler terms, if you sum up the numbers in that slice, is the result perfectly divisible by k? Here is a concrete example. If k is 6 and our array has 23, 2, 4, 6, and 7, if we look at the subarray containing 2 and 4, their sum is 6. 6 is obviously a multiple of 6, so we return true. However, in the second example where k is 13, no matter which continuous slice you pick, none of them sum up to a multiple of 13, so we return false. A beginner's first instinct might be to check every single possibility. We could use 2 loops, one for the start of the subarray and one for the end. We would calculate the sum for every combination and check if it is divisible by k. Unfortunately, this results in O of n squared complexity. For large arrays with thousands of elements, this approach is far too slow and will likely time out. To optimize this, we need a key insight called prefix sums. Instead of summing up elements over and over, we can keep a running total as we iterate through the array. This running total at any index j represents the sum of all numbers from the start up to j. Calculating the sum of any subarray then becomes a simple subtraction operation. Here is where the magic happens. Mathematically, if the running sum up to index j minus the running sum up to index I is divisible by k, it implies that both running sums share the exact same remainder when divided by k. This is the crucial takeaway. If we find 2 prefix sums with the same remainder, the subarray between them is a multiple of k. So our strategy is efficient. We will use a hash map to store the remainder of the running sum and its index. We start by putting a base case in the map, remainder 0 at index -1. Then, we walk through the array. For every number, we update the running sum, calculate the remainder, and check if we have seen this remainder before in our map. Let's trace this with our example, 23, 2, 4, 6, 7 with k equals 6. We start at index 0 with the number 23. The running sum is 23. 23 divided by 6 leaves a remainder of 5. Is 5 in our map? No, so we store it. Remainder 5 was seen at index 0. Fast forward to index 2. We have added 2 and 4 to our sum. The total running sum is now 29. 29 modulo 6 is 5. We check our map and yes, we saw a remainder of 5 back at index 0. Since the distance between index 2 and index 0 is 2, which satisfies our length constraint, we have found a valid subarray and can immediately return true. There are 2 small but critical details. First, the problem requires the subarray length to be at least 2, so we must always check that the current index minus the previous index is greater than 1. Second, to handle cases where the subarray starts from the very beginning, we initialize our map with remainder 0 at index -1. This solution is highly efficient. In terms of time complexity, it is O of n because we only pass through the array once. Map operations are constant time on average. For space complexity, it is O of k or O of n because the map stores at most the number of possible remainders, ensuring we do not use excessive memory. To wrap up, we took a problem that seemed to require checking every subarray and optimized it using mathematics. By realizing that equal remainders in prefix sums indicate a valid subarray, we reduced the complexity from n squared down to linear time using a hash map. This is a powerful technique to keep in your coding toolkit.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.